everyone, it's Farah from A Book to Book, and today we're going to be discussing characters. Characters are the most important elements to your story. My protagonist did not have a goal or motivation other than just going along with the ride or just going along with what was happening. She didn't have a goal, she didn't have a motivation, she didn't have needs and wants, or the needs and wants that she had were very surface, very as they come along. Figuring out who your main characters are and what they do and what they want are the driving forces behind your plot. That is something that I did not take into account during my first draft, but that could be something that can help you move forward if you're feeling a little stuck. Another thing to consider: representation, diversity, and realistic characters are very, very important. So look at the spaces around you. Look at the place where you work or go to school or the park nearby. Look at the different people you're surrounded by. Don't be very forceful about it. Let it be organic. Let it be convincing, especially considering the setting that you are placing your characters in. Make it realistic. Humans of New York and different iterations of it from all across the world is a great place to get inspiration for character backstories, to find out motivations, the one thing, the inciting incident that changes a person and leads them down a path of destruction or happiness or joy or bliss or self-identity. So it's a great page to look at, or its different iterations obviously, for that reason, but also to kind of look at physical descriptions. When I'm trying to create my character, I will think, oh, what do they look like? And then I start to think, who would play my character in a film adaptation of my book? And I start to think of these beautiful celebrities from Hollywood or these beautiful models that I find on Pinterest, and honestly that's not realistic. You want to look at people such as the people you'll find in pages such as Humans of New York, or the people that are around you, people of different sizes and color and shapes, people who dress differently, who talk differently. So look at these things and pay attention to these details. Spend an hours writing pages of character descriptions and keep that in your NaNoWriMo story for now, because it'll boost your word count, but also give you a better sense of who your character is and what they look like. Another thing that I've been trying recently that I find has been really helpful is journaling through my character's eyes or perspective. Here's the thing: characters are different facets of who we are, whether we love them or hate them. The things that we love about them, the things that we hate about them, all of this comes out of us. So in some ways they're a part of who we are, and therefore we do have the ability to journal from their perspectives completely to find the right tone, the right voice. Another thing is that it also helps you boost your word count if you're feeling particularly stuck, and keep that journaling entry in there, or write a flashback scene or interview them. Find different ways to get to know your characters. Spend as much time as you can with them when you can, because you're going to be spending so much time with them this month, but try to get to know them truly deeply. If they decide to be divergent in a scene, allow it to happen. If they surprise you or make a decision that you had not planned for, allow it to happen. Because that's the beauty of writing. That's the beauty of this month, is that you're writing and you think it's going a certain way, but if your character decides to rebel against what you had set in store for them. And that's the thing about, just going back to my first point, goal and motivation. That's where it comes in. If you have the goal, the motivation, then how your character gets there, it's really up to them. You only have so much power once your character starts to have their own voice and their own identity and starts to really shape up and become really fleshed out. All in all, characters are very, very important to the plot, because even the setting, if done well, can become a character of its own. So focus your energies this week, if you can, on your characters, on getting to know them. Interview them, speak to them out loud if you want to. Discover who they are, research them, try to figure out what they sound like, what they talk like, where they're from, what their backstory is. Write flashback scenes, journal through their perspective, and hopefully you'll have a better understanding of who your characters are. It doesn't even have to be your main character. Do that with your villain character or your antagonist character. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, A Book to Book, and keep an eye on this space for more interesting videos on surviving NaNoWriMo, because we're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. So long.